Hello everyone, and welcome to The Save Point. Save Point is a podcast that wants to bring Bible-based reviews on video games. We will be judging on two main criteria, the quality of the game and the content of the game. Both will be scored on a scale of 1 to 5. Today's game we are going to be looking at is Halo Combat Evolved, also known as Halo CE. Halo CE came out in 2001, so this game is now 24 years old. Old enough to have a kid at this point. I'll just be covering the campaign, so there will be major spoilers, but, the game can legally drink. This was a major launch title for the original Xbox game system. It was also brought high-octane gameplay to an entirely new demographic. Previously, a lot of first-person shooters and similar games were only available to people with strong computers and enough time and mind power to bug fix them. For an entire generation, Halo CE was their first huge video game. It's truly beloved and such an enjoyable experience in 2025. Now, I will just be covering the campaign from Halo CE here. You play as the Master Chief. He is a Spartan. In this world, a Spartan is a cyborg super soldier engineered to defend humanity. And he is needed because humans are in a war and losing. The year is 2552, and one of Earth's spaceships has just run from the destruction of a colony called Reach. The Pillar of Autumn comes out of slip space next to a giant ring. Slight spoilers, this ring is called Alpha Halo, or Installation 04. The Master Chief is woken up from cryosleep because the Covenant, the aliens, are boarding the ship. After a quick tutorial on movement, which can be challenging for people who have never used a controller in their lives, the Chief escapes to the bridge where Captain Keyes gives you the ship AI Cortana. After the meeting at the bridge, you make a break for the escape pods. They launch you down to the ring and you regroup with other survivors. Captain Keyes is then captured by the Covenant, so the Chief is sent on a rescue mission. Keyes is successfully brought back with information about Halo. Halo is a weapon, and because of that, it cannot be left in the Covenant's hands. To seize control of the ring, the Chief is sent out to the map room, also called the Silent Cartographer. After some difficulties, they reach Halo's control room. While there, they learn that Halo was built by an ancient race known as the Forerunners. And on top of that, they learn that there is something locked in the weapons cache on the ring that the Covenant is scared of. They, of course, learn this after sending a mission to blow it up. And it is, of course, released. And it is the Flood, a parasitic virus that infects sentient beings and turns them into what are essentially meat bags with guns. I'll leave the rest of the story up for you to discover on your own. It is an amazing experience. Halo CE wasn't just revolutionary for its story, but also mechanics. There are a total of 10 levels. The Pillar of Autumn, Halo, The Truth and Reconciliation, The Silent Cartographer, Assault in the Control Room, 343 Guilty Spark, The Library, 2 Betrayals, which for some reason for a long time I thought was 2 Betrayals, Keyes, and the Maw. Throughout the levels, more mechanics and tactics are introduced, such as vehicles. The tank will always hold a special place in my heart. One of the best parts of Halo CE is the enemy AI. Now, this is something that at least I haven't thought too much about, because it is just ubiquitous with gaming, and PvE everywhere is just filled with unique AI types. But back then, this was a different story. Each of the enemy types in the game have a unique AI. Again, if you're playing in the modern day, then this is a bit of a no-duh. However, due to the enormous differences in enemy appearance, it becomes much more apparent. I also love Halo CE because you can one-shot the hunters with a magnum, but that's beside the point. Halo CE has a system of game modifiers called Skulls. Skulls can change the gameplay in a variety of ways, such as adding a little celebration when you headshot a grunt. to making you completely restart the level when you die. There's even a challenge called Lasso, which means Legendary, all skulls on. Legendary is the hardest difficulty you can use in Halo. This is a nightmare to play because of all of the insane skulls that just make it a much more challenging and, from what I've heard, annoying experience. I have not attempted it. Now, I will mention that I've played on the Master Chief Collection with the anniversary graphics. I've played with both of the graphics, but the difference is night and day. However, the pixel count of a blade of grass doesn't matter. The textures are still beautiful. And that's not to mention the music. Oh my goodness, the music. I could listen to the Warthog run on repeat all day long. Now, the easiest way to get your hands on Halo CE is inside the Master Chief Collection. Retail price is about $40, but it does go on sale on Steam and the Microsoft Store for about $10. Now on to the rating. For quality, this game is just well built. Solid story, solid mechanics, solid graphics, especially for 2001. And again, there are anniversary graphics with the Master Chief Collection. But since the game just retextures, there's no real change in gameplay when you switch from one to the other. You just press the tab key on keyboard. I don't know what you do on controller. The mechanics are solid and so much fun. The difficulty settings are fair, but still challenging. And so no matter your skill level, you're still going to have a challenge and a really fun time. As for cons, I did run into a few different technical issues. The largest was during the mission Truth and Reconciliation. Triggers to open doors were consistently just not happening after I completed an area. And because of this, I still haven't finished the level after several attempts. So for an overall quality rating, I gotta give it a 4 out of 5. Which, for a game from 2001, very good. For content, unfortunately, there is very little that can be said for the content of Halo Combat Evolved from a Christian perspective. It's a shoot-'em-up game with blood and a rewritten zombie outbreak. Cortana's model in the game is questionable, to say the least, and there is language throughout. There's not any message of Christian values or truth, despite the name of some of the levels, or any redeeming qualities in the story. You just blow stuff up and leave. So for a content rating, I gotta give it a 1 out of 5. So for an overall rating, this Halo Combat Evolved gets a 2.5 out of 5. As for my personal thoughts, I really enjoyed this game. It's so much fun. And I will say I played Halo Reach first, but Halo CE was next up on my list. I also respect it for its place as a forerunner in the first-person shooter genre. It is a very solid game, but it's rated M for a reason. Well, that about sums up this episode of The Save Point. I hope you all have enjoyed this episode and found its contents helpful. The Discord link is in the description. Thank you all for listening, and may the Lord bless you and give you peace.